नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Tanedars, Kotaris, everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, Ara TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana cities sitting with us through two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Chicago, Naperville, Grasse, France, Minot, North Dakota, Dakota Dunes, Madurai, Slovakia, Ponca City, Oklahoma, Rajapalayam, Warrington, UK, Guadalupe, Indrani, New Jersey, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, Charlotte, Srisailam, Hong Kong, Sirgari, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, China, Los Angeles, Seattle, Oklahoma, San Jose, Oman, Sivagangai, Kuala Lumpur, Parani, Ohio Temple, Melbourne, Tiruvarur, St. Louis, Tirumala, Toronto, Tirukkailayam, Redmond, USA. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today, Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsavam, 10th day, Masi Maham, and Devi is gracing all of us in the form of Maha Saraswati on Hamsa Vahana. Today we also have Sri Vidya Puja and Sri Vidya Homa in Biddi Nithyanandeshwara temple as the 10th day, culminating day of Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsavam. Let me enter into Upanishad Satsang. I'll continue to expand on 5th verse. Tad-ejati, tan-naijati, dūre, tadvantike, tad-antarasya, sarvasya, tadu, sarvasyāsya, bāhyataḥ. It is truth that consciousness moves, and at the same time, it is truth that consciousness does not move. Truth that consciousness is far off from the farthest space. The truth that consciousness is also nearer than the nearest space. Truth is the inner space of the whole cosmos. Truth is also the outer space of the whole cosmos, pervading and uniformly ever present inside and encompassing this cosmos from the outside. pervading and uniformly ever present inside and encompassing this cosmos from outside. It's an amazing sutra. Please listen. What Upanishads wants to declare through this verse: break from something which is making you perceive inside, outside separately, moving, unmoving separately, antara, bāhyataḥ separately. Listen. tan-naijati, tad-ejati, tan-naijati. Moving, unmoving separately. What is that? That makes you perceive something as moving, something as unmoving. What is that? That makes you perceive something is near, something is far off. What is that? That makes you perceive something is inside you and something is outside you. Listen. I'm going to repeat, explain once more my enlightenment experience from the context of this verse. Listen. Please listen. Exactly what was that I realized on the Vaigasi Visākham, Vaigasi month, Purnima Tithi, Visākha Nakshatram evening, when I completed 11 and aging into 12. That year, Vaigasi month, Visākha Nakshatra, Paurnami Tithi. This is the way we Indians keep the date in the memory. We don't keep that, the English calendar date. Somehow, I always kept only based on the Tithi and Rasi and Nakshatra. And so now if you can Google, you Google and find out exactly what is the date. Let me describe. Because we never bothered about the Kala. We bothered about only the essence of Kala. When I completed 11 and moving into 12, that year this has happened. Listen, exactly what happened. Let me describe. As usual, I went and sat on one rock. I did not choose. Please understand. I did not choose. It was just a casual. Usually I will sit here, there. Somehow that day I sat on one rock, which has become a Tirtha Kshetra now for all our devotees and disciples. I sat casually. Whenever I find time, I'll go and spend time in that space, in that area, because Devi became enlightened there. My Guru Vibhudananda Puri always used to tell, this is Devi's energy field. That place is called Pavalakkundru, Coral Hill. She used to tell, this is Devi's energy space, energy field. So I always used to go and sit there. I was sitting on a rock. To tell you honestly, I was not even doing some serious meditation. I can say in a way the whole ambience was so calm, so beautiful. I decided to close my eyes. Once I closed the eyes, the intensity of my yearning started taking over me. The intensity to realize myself, my true nature, started possessing me. It has taken possession over me. The Kathopanishad declares Shraddha Vivecha. Shraddha just took over Nachiketa. All of you know how fear takes over you, greed takes over you. When a fear takes over you, when you have the panic attack, you just do things. You always feel guilty, shy, later on about it. You repent for it. You don't know why you did it. Same way, when lust takes over you, when greed takes over you, you do things which you can never logically justify even to yourself. But when authenticity takes over you, it will be 10,000 times more intense than fear taking over or greed taking over. It will be 10,000 times more intense, powerful. When fear takes over you, it's called panic attack. When greed takes over you, it's called restlessness. When authenticity takes over you, it is called Satori. My sincere seeking that overpowered me, that's the right word I should use. I just felt, what is it I am seeking? Who is that me who is seeking? Who is that me that is deeply discontented about anything I see, hear? Who is that who is deeply discontented even about my own existence? Listen. Almost like, who am I who is so discontented about my own existence? Understand, all of you have discontentment about your own existence, but you never look into why, what, who is having that discontentment. You try to look in, if you get one rasagulla, you forget that. You try to look in, if you get something else, you forget that. Very easily that question, why, what, who is so discontented, those questions are forgotten very easily. The person for whom the question has become the first and top priority, he is a seeker. It was such strong taking over. That's the right word I'll use. Taking over. Listen. Understand. When that whole being took over, who am I that is experiencing this deep discontentment, suffocation. I can see very clearly that heaviness just went into depths of the consciousness. Suddenly, one moment, the first thing happened is that idea inside and outside broke. Please understand, the inner space and outer space broke. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 direction, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience. I am actually now reliving that experience to describe any point I left out which I have not described. I felt that the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. The air, the breeze, the setting sun, rising moon, the whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, trees, everything, everything, everything. Just become so alive. The idea, something is inside and something is outside, is completely lost. First, I was able to see all the 10 direction 360-degree. The next moment itself, I realized not only I am able to see, I am able to experience all of that as me. I did not feel vulnerable. I felt powerful. I did not feel vulnerable. I felt powerful. So powerful. I just know I am that oneness is the existence. There is no inner. There is no outer. There is no moving. There is no unmoving. The smallest movements of these plants is my movement, and the highest stillness of the center of the cosmos is my stillness. Moves and moves not. What do you call as near? What do you call as far off? Those concepts are lost. What do you call as inner space? Inside you, outer space, outside you, the ideas are forgotten. Mamakara, the inner image, drank the life image, ate outer image, and dancing on others' image. The inner image drank the life image, ate the outer image, dancing on others' image. Do manana, Vakyartha Sadas on this statement. Inner image drank the life image, ate the outer image, dancing on others' image. Means there is no gaps between images. There is no imagination. It was such the ignorance melted down. Ignorance melted down. tad-ejati, tan-naijati, dūre, tadvantike, tad-antarasya, sarvasya, tadu sarvasyāsya, bāhyataḥ. Whenever you look inside you, that immature you, that inner image, constantly asking for security, beggar, he slips like a soap on the bathtub. If you drop the soap in the bathing bucket or bathtub, how it just slips from your hand everywhere. Same way, the inner image will be slipping from your hand everywhere whenever you try to look in and catch. But after a few minutes, that soap will just melt and become one with the water. Same way, even if you are not able to catch that inner image, if you just running behind it and squeezing, in few minutes it will disappear. It will not be there. That is why the seeking gives you the experience of liberation. Every time you catch the soap and it escapes from you, one layer is peeled off. Next time when you catch and it escapes from your hand, one layer is peeled off. In few times, the soap is not there. tad-ejati, tan-naijati, dūre, tadvantike, tad-antarasya, sarvasya, tadu sarvasyāsya bāhyataḥ. You need to actually find out what is that makes you experience inside and outside as separately. What is that makes you experience that moves and moves not separately? What is that makes you experience something as far off and something as near? Something as far off and something as near. Upanishads clearly declare. Find which makes you experience something is moving, something is not moving, something is closer, something is far off, something is outside, something is inside. Complete with that, you will experience this verse. Till then, it will only be the intellectual jugglery. The very declaration itself is a technique and the truth. Understand? What Upanishads declare here is the truth and technique for you. Go on, do Vakyartha Sadas on it, manana on it. You will realize it's a truth come technique. Yesterday I was sitting and spending some time with various manuscripts. I thank sincerely the Agama Academy and the Shivacharyas who are running the Agama Academy, especially Ravi Vaidyanatha Shivacharya, Sriman Ravi Vaidyanatha Shivacharya, for his amazing contribution, collecting, scanning, preserving all the manuscripts related to Agamas, collecting, scanning, preserving all the manuscripts related to Agama and ancient scriptures, and his broad-mindedness to share everything with us. He has done amazing work. Almost literally every night I am spending with his collections. They have done an unimaginable work, collecting almost 50,000 manuscripts. Everything about Agama available. I was going through. I felt one leaf is enough. Each leaf of that manuscript is the soft power nuclear bomb. Understand? You all know only hard power atomic bomb, which is used to control people with the fear. You show that bomb, if you don't listen, obey me, I'll throw this bomb on your country and destroy you. Surrender to me. That's a hard power atomic bomb. But each of these leaves, palm leaf in those manuscripts, is the soft power atom bomb. You just throw that on one country. They are there ever under you with devotion and respect. Through devotion and respect, not out of fear, out of gratitude and surrender. Out of love, respect, surrender, gratitude. They are there forever. Because so much is contributed to their life. Each palm leaf, each manuscript, each leaf. God, what a detailed work Mahadeva has done. Agamas should have become the book of Hinduism. I am bold enough to declare. For all the lifestyle issues, social issues, how we should conduct ourselves in society, in the way of liberated thinking, how we should live everything, for everything. Agamas should have become the scripture, because no other master has the courage to think or the clarity to think to this depth than Mahadeva. Mahadeva, unimaginable. People may raise the doubt, how do you know it is written by Mahadeva? How do you know that somebody else, how do you know whether it is written by Mahadeva at all or somebody else wrote and attributed to Mahadeva's name? Any brain which can think to this depth, to this clarity, with this understanding and the highest cognition, that person is already become Mahadeva. He has achieved Shiva consciousness. So, you don't have to worry whether it was written by the Mahadeva with 4 hands sitting under the banyan tree, with Uma by the side, with Chinmudra and Damaru and fire in the hand, or the Mahadeva who has happened as Tirumular, or the Mahadeva who has entered into some enlightened being, into some Rishi's system, from whichever consciousness, whichever brain, whichever minds Agamas came out, I know for 120% sure they already became Mahadeva. It's only from him these things can come out. God. I just feel like I should dedicate my whole life to do research, organizing, collecting, living and spreading, radiating agamas. And I have decided to do that. No doubt, Upanishads are the first. But agamas are the minutest. Upanishads made user-friendly is agamas. In next few days, you will continue to get the soft power nuclear bombs, the agamas. To enrich your life and realize what these Upanishads are telling. Whatever Upanishads declare, agamas makes it as lifestyle. I'll continue to expand on Upanishad verses. Today's subject for Vakyartha Sadas is inner image, swallowed the outer image, drank the life image, dancing on others' image completely. Inner image drank the life image completely, swallowed the outer image completely, and dancing on others' image. Contemplate on it and do Vakyartha Sadas on it. With this, I bless you all. And Seattle Nataraja Abhishekam and Rudra Abhishekam, blessings for both. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyananda Nagar off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999, www.nithyananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.